Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 76, day 6, and of course today is a red day, which technically means we can use the new mythic. However, we did use it the other day, and I think for safety's sake we actually are going to opt for not using it this day, but we do have a weapon that's somewhat similar to it. It's actually kind of like a web spinner combined with a Doom Skull effect. The next closest thing that we can really get anyways. As far as the team, it is a Doomed Crossbow, using a hero class that has triple damage on Burning. So we get to do triple damage on Burning from the final perk, which we will get the Burning off of Zugoff. And then we also have a Doom Skull creation. So kind of like a mini version of the Mythic in a sense, just with a much more attainable mana and something that doesn't end up blocking blue, so that we could feed instead into Zugoff rather than into the new Mythic. So theoretically we could put the Mythic there, but I will be opting not for it this time since we did run it on the other day and it ended up working out pretty decently though on the day that we did end up running it. But I feel like with this team, at least in this kind of composition, we're probably going to opt without it, just so we have the two different converts that can just kind of keep going into Zugoff. And then we can end up going from there and hopefully end up winning. If I'm not mistaken, I believe my medals are already set up accordingly to be able to run this. All of our medals are already kind of preset. We got our 20% into our two cleanses, which should be fine. We need 20% for Zugoff to get it rolling, as well as everything else to get a little bit of mana like the Doomed Crossbow. And obviously 2 Empowers don't need it. And the cleanse is mostly because there's so many Frost Mages. Luckily, we don't have to worry about immune to freeze. It's one of the nice thing about not running the Mythic is it's actually impossible for us to get frozen on this team on blue for the most part. We have a bunch of blue mana accumulation. However, we can't be frozen on blue mostly because of the Impervious. The only blue on the team is a Impervious troop of Zugoff. So if we end up putting the Mythic there, that will kind of ruin with that synergy. So it's actually beneficial that that only ends up covering one color in that instance. Also, off Adventure Board today, we do have an Imperial Deed, as well as 6 blues, so definitely make sure to go pick that up. We will be shortly. Also, my guild needs to get on invasions. We have like 3 zeros, one of which I've already kicked because they also didn't do Guild Wars. Yeah, we basically have 4 zeros. Where is everyone? We need your points. Like every single person below my points hasn't done it every single day. Every single person below our points, except maybe Savage, who might have actually lost a battle, I'm not sure. But, no, actually that's enough. But yeah, pretty much everyone at least below that point anyways has not done all their battles up to that point. And we haven't done today's battles, nor has Hixie apparently. But she'll get it in eventually. But we're actually slightly short. Not sure what we're going to do about it. We're currently 500 short. We either need some people going further, and I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I don't know, 250 gems? That is pricey. 5 sigils, that'd be 7 of them. 7 of them would be, what, 28? So for 250 gems, we'd get 28 more points, whereas we can have people do like 100 something for free if they actually did their battles. Actually, we can tell exactly. We have 6 of them. What's 6 times 4? 6 times 4 should be, what was that, 32? So 140. Yeah, so these two 140s, I believe, are exact minimum. I'm pretty sure. So anyone who's at exact 140, which we will be once we do our battles, I believe is at minimum. So every single one of these could have been a 140, as well as the person we had to kick, which if we did have all those, that would have been how many more 140s? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have had 5 more, and that would have easily covered the 500 points that we're missing. But people aren't doing their battles for whatever reason. Anyways, in other news, let's go claim what we already have. And let's go do Guild Wars. Also, I have a pet that I need to go upgrade too, which will give us an orb. A lot of orbs at the end here. Oh, blue, nice. Actually something useful. And off stream at some point, I got more copies of pet that I believe we can max now. I believe it was Damon pet, if I'm not mistaken. Not unowned. I want upgradable. There it is. So this is for the Damon. We ended up getting some copies of this earlier at some point off stream. And with this, we can now go and have an orb. Because I believe orb is next reward. Yep, I believe we just got an orb there. Which means orb time. Come on, blue or purple. Ah, blue. Nice. 2 blues out of 4. That is very decent, right? 2 out of 4 being blue. Very nice. Anyways, let's get over to Guild Wars. So we should be all set. Our tokens are set. Our everything's set. Before I do, let me go say hello to everyone, because I'll probably be focusing almost entirely on Guild Wars once we start. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Scout. Hello, Y Gamora. Hello, Cart. Let's see. Oh, I'm the Paragon, or you're the Paragon of the guild I'm about to fight. Ooh, interesting. Hopefully we make it to you. If we have to win every single battle prior then to end up making it. There's a possibility we might lose prior, but we'll see how it goes. Hello, Curtis. Hello, Kuwait. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Original. Hello, Opportunist. Hello, Redline. Hello, Captain. Hello, Alexandre. Hello, JF. Let's see. You ran the exact team with a new mythic. The main reason I'm not running this with new mythic is mostly because it uses 2 blues, and the whole strategy behind the team that we're about to be using, it ends up running in a way where if we're up against Frost Mage, which is going to be really common, like I wouldn't be surprised if like every single hero class is Frost Mage, but if we run up against Frost Mage, they're going to have freeze, and Zugaf can't be frozen, and if he's the only blue on our team with all this blue mana accumulation, we could basically have an anti-freeze without even needing to worry about the cleanse. We still have cleanse just in case for other stuff, but we don't need to worry about the cleanse in the sense that Scurvy Sea Dog and Drowned Sailor will never be frozen on blue unless they have Curse plus freeze, which is exceedingly rare and almost never ran. They will not be able to freeze us on blue. So we'll be able to mana generate for our Zugaf without being frozen. The problem is if we were to use the new Mythic in first slots, it uses blue and can be frozen. And if it ends up getting frozen, we'd pretty much auto lose, especially if we don't get an Orpheus cleanse on it almost immediately. So that's kind of why we're running it this way. So we will be running this still the same. For the other one, for the other day, we'll probably still be running him, the new Mythic. For when next Guild War comes around, we'll probably still run with it. But as far as this one, we likely will not. Also, hello Envit, hello Durade, hello Cart, hello Bill, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Hope all of you have been having a wonderful weekend. Hope all of you had a good 4th of July. I felt like half the day I ended up just streaming Animal Crossing. Which is basically what ended up happening, especially during the nighttime, because I want to get a bunch of Animal Crossing stuff done, because soon, Gems of War, we have a lot of stuff to cover soon for Gems of War, so I kind of want to get that stuff out of the way. A lot of Gems of War stuff soon, because obviously, patch right around the corner. We'll be having the spoiler thingy for it on Monday, or not Monday, or yeah, Monday night, and I'll be going over it on Tuesday, and also the patch could be as early as Tuesday, though it has yet to be confirmed the exact date, but we know 100% for sure it'll be before the 20th. Exact dates could vary about a week or two, but it's any time from Monday till the 19th. Sometime between tomorrow and the 19th. So from the 6th to the 19th, one of those days is the update. Which one? I have no clue. Anyways, well, there's one other thing I wanted to go do before I started. Oh yeah, I can go show the spoiler image real quick. We've gone over it a couple times, but just a real quick recap. So we got this image. It says a couple things about version 5.0 campaign 5.0 updates with campaigns. Campaigns obviously being the big feature that is coming in next patch. Join these seasonal events as they shape the world of Crystara. So these events are a season long as far as how long they are. They end up basically giving some lore every single time, every single week. You can tell that it's on a weekly basis based on the fact that it has a chapter system, goes from chapter 1 to so on and so forth through multiple different chapters, and it ends up, as you can see there, it has like a 6-day, 2-hour something timer. So yeah, it is a weekly thing as is kind of indicated by that. You can see that it has some kind of task system related to it, where we'll basically have to do tasks, and it gives us stuff. As you can see there, stars is one of those things. It's not necessarily a new currency, but as you get more stars, it'll definitely do something. And as you can see, it has these passes, which was a little bit of a weird format. We'll be able to mention more on, obviously, all of this once it actually becomes public knowledge. But there's a bunch of different passes with a bunch of different perks and rewards and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, the free base one, and then there's paid ones. Unfortunately, none of them are available through gems. They are either the free one or money only. And other than that, you can see some kind of artifact there. You can see it's currently at level 0, which implies that it does indeed have levels. And even has notches and everything there, implying that it has probably multiple levels. And the artifact does something. It does many things. Many things. Many somethings. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that can be implied by that image. Without giving away everything. And we'll have more info on it soon. Anyways, let's get into this. Yeah, Tuesday I'll be able to fully explain everything. Soon, TM. Oh, that reminds me. I need to remind Salty to give me codes tonight. Let me go do that. Because we actually only have one code left. So let's see. How many times have I reminded her? Let's see. 1, 13 days ago. 2, a week ago. 3, a week ago. Okay, so let's go do it again. So that means I reminded her on Monday 2 weeks ago, Sunday 1 week ago, and Monday 1 week ago, as well as Sunday today and Monday tomorrow. If we don't get codes by tomorrow, I don't know what to say. Let's see. Hello, Salty. Let me tag her. Reminder. I still need codes when you get a chance. Does anyone know a consistent place to get her located? Other than her stream? Let's see. But yeah, that is the 4th reminder over 2 weeks. And we're giving out our last code that we have tonight. So Salty, give me more codes. Otherwise, I'm out for tomorrow. If she doesn't give them by tomorrow night. It has happened before where we ran out of codes. And the nights that we ran out of codes, she actually gave us more codes, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, hopefully, hopefully she will. Otherwise, we have no code for tomorrow night. So, anyways, battle. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're using the burger pet. Hopefully the burger gives us luck. So we have 2 different converts, neither of which have alignment, so I'm probably just going to have to take the skull. Which is good because we got to kill this web spinner. Okay, let me make sure I convert the right one. Green to blue. So that gives us a bunch of mana. We'll then go take some brown there just to get it away. We then take a bunch of purple here, which will allow us to take blue. That just dies out. That's perfectly fine. We have more blue here. However, it's not really going to do anything, so I'm kind of tempted just to take Zugoff. Yeah, I believe we just take Zugoff here. I'm going to do it off of that because it's a bigger threat, and we won the battle. Easy as that. There we go. And it's pretty much the team in a nutshell. Pretty much. Pretty much. And it's really anti-freeze, which is one of the nice things about it. We can still get frozen on first slot to get Skull kind of froze, but that's why we're running the Orpheuses. So here we're definitely going to want to go for the Zugoff. Actually, he's using a really similar team to what we're using. Not exactly, but same similar premise for the most part. Okay. So do we have either convert? We're frozen on first slot. Neither are aligned, and you have red to blue, which also isn't going to be too bad. I think that might actually help us, a red to blue, as long as it misses. Yeah, he just gets a little bit of mana. We should have alignment somewheres. Actually, really surprised that we probably don't on this board. So he's going to red to blue again. I need to move the board in a way that will make sure we do not accidentally give him anything. I believe taking this doesn't, because it just moves both down by 3. Nowhere else has a thing. So that should be safe. We don't have alignment anywhere else, or I don't see one. Not seeing it, so we're probably just going to have to take this. It doesn't give him purple extra turn either, so we're fine. Oh, we actually got an extra turn out of it, nice. Problem though, I don't have a follow-up. I'd almost rather my turn have passed. I think I just take this blue right here or something. We can take brown to blue, but we don't need the other aspect. We don't have alignment anywhere else. As long as he doesn't get red to blue, that's the main thing I'm looking for here. He's almost guaranteed going to cast it right here. Okay, so we cast the thing. And we should be good to go. I think we just won. So move that, we get Zugoff. We now cast Zugoff. I can kill Zugoff with Zugoff, which at this point is probably the way to go. Let me just take that for now. Get the skulls closer to each other for better Zugoff alignments. And unfortunately, no extra turn, but a nice burst of damage nonetheless. Ideally, we'll have alignment here, and we do, so we'll go for that. Get all of our mana. That'll be enough for another Zugoff. We'll then go kill Hero, and that is pretty much match, especially if we land skulls here. And we do indeed, and he's dead. Easy as that. And we also get burned, so it does triple damage to enemies that are burned. Which is also why we want... Why is everyone using this team? This is what you're supposed to use for, like, the offensive team for this day, not defensive. But I guess they're trying to do it to try to outpace the team, maybe? But given that first turn advantage, I'm not sure if that would really work. Also, this one runs Tidecaller instead of Frostmage, oddly enough. I guess that will kind of work against the AoE of that. However, we haven't actually casted it a single time. We mostly just have Hero there to have Hero there for the triple damage burning and for the tankiness, and the fact that he doesn't use blue. The Doom Weapon doesn't actually need to be casted too often, but it does have a blue to Doom Skull convert. if we so choose, which we'll be able to have a lot of blue out of. Okay, anyways, I think we're good to go. Yeah, those tend to be the really big two colors used on Red Day. Red Blue and Red Purple. They are really, really common combos for Blue Day. I mean, for Red Day. Okay, I don't think we need to change anything, so let's get into it. We're still running with cleanses. Even though he's using Tide Caller, he still does have freeze at start of battle. Assuming he has it. Yeah, there it is. Whichever one would most likely have set. What are we frozen on? We're frozen on red and yellow, so make sure not to take either of those two. Do we have any convert anywheres, or any way that we can move this in a way that will give us an extra turn as follow-up? Keeping in mind that we do have, we can't take that for 5 times red. At least not without losing our turn. I might still have to take it regardless. Might have to take it regardless, so move that. 5 times red loses our turn, but so much mana, I think I still go for it. Let's double check that nothing else has alignment after we do that. No. He's going to do what? Yellow to blue? He'll get a little bit of mana, but that's it. It's not going to give an extra turn. And green to blue still has nothing, so move that. That'll end our turn. He'll do a thing. Oh! That did end up getting alignment. No! Zugoff! No! Ah, that did end up getting alignment. No! How did I get alignment, though? Let me double check. Was it from Cascade? Oh, it was from Cascade. Ooh. Oh, no, it was already over on the side. I was looking at the other one. I didn't look at, what's her name? The Scurvy Sea Dog. But it was the other one that ended up casting. Okay, anyways, we need to get a Zugoff on a Zugoff. We can still easily win this. Main thing we need to look out for, though, is the convert to red now. Though now they already converted out of red, we should be okay in that regard. The only real big issue now is we're going to be 1 mana short on the first slot, which is super unfortunate. So I kind of want to leave those manas there and try dropping in that area, though we don't have a way to do that currently. We might just have to take a blue and try for Skull with Sky for now. He does give us alignment, so that's good. We will go for that then, because we need any bit of mana that we can. We are frozen on Skull right now, which is something else we have to look out for. So we actually can't Zugoff extra turn off a Skull there. Still no red. He's about to get Scurvy Sea Dog, but given our team composition, that doesn't matter too much. It's going to be hard to get Scurvy back up. However, he is going to completely miss with his cast right here. So that's fine. I can actually Skull Distract him right here if I so choose, which seems kind of tempting right about now. No, I almost want him to waste his ability now, so you know what, maybe we won't. I'll move a little bit more of the board. Mostly get us a red for next turn. Because he shouldn't deny it, and he doesn't. Perfect. I could take this blue for an extra turn, but we actually get more mana if we take it this way. However, it kind of doesn't matter. So I'm actually going to take the blue first. We also got Unfrozen there. I'm very tempted to take that red. Mostly because it'll give us the Doom. And we already have really good alignment for it. And then we can Zugoff follow up. So I think we're going to move this. And I believe we just won. So we can now convert blue to Doomskull. That will hit for very high damage. We can then Zugoff the Doom. Oh, actually, I should Zugoff to Zugoff. We're not frozen on anything right now. Let me just move this to see if it gives us any alignment. No, it does not. So let me Zugoff to Zugoff. That's actually probably more... Actually, I don't know. I'm actually going to do it on Hero. Just because Zugoff's so far away from full mana. And then again, could a Hero have been burned? We actually could have killed there. Oh, well. It's not that big a deal. We could kill it with that instead. Oh, no! Submerge! Fail. I keep forgetting that Submerge can't hit a single target when there's only one left. That doesn't make much sense. Like, an ability... It's supposed to protect you from whenever something hits all enemies. But when there's only one enemy left, it still triggers. That was almost a massive fail. Could you imagine if Zugoff reversed us off of that? It did cost us a little bit of points, but better than outright losing the battle. So here we have life and death. And then we'll have the final battle. And whoever the final battle is, they said they were in stream too. So hopefully they're still here. We get to battle them. Assuming we actually win against life and death, which that's questionable. We should be fine though. It really just matters what starting board is for the most part. What's this Graveseer again? Green to purple. That means we need to go for, ideally, Scurvy Sea Dog immediately. Ideally off of starting board. Which means I might even cast it even if there's no alignment, just so he doesn't get value out of it. Unless he deliberately gives me value from his thing. Because if nothing else, it sets up for our next turn. So I can do green to blue. Oh, that gives him extra turn there. Let's see, what does green to purple do? Oh. Both are bad. And our other converts yellow to blue. But we can't really go for that. Ah, that's actually bad in the bottom left corner then. Because I have to give him brown and blue. I think we have to do it and just hope we get alignment then. We might have to give it to him. Just so he doesn't take purple over there. Then again, he's going to be getting almost more in brown. I might as well let him waste his ability first. Then Skull Distract. We could get Skull Distracted and he cascades in a way that gives us the mana we need. Ah, no. The yellow dropped. That would have been such perfect setup if that yellow was still there. For our extra turn there. The dev stream's always after our Monday stream. It's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. PM, I mean. Did I say AM? But it's after our nightly stream on Mondays. So when they normally go over that. We're kind of in the same situation we just were last turn. Except now without a different move that we could do. Actually... yeah, because I can't take away... we're still in the same exact dilemma that we just were. The exact same dilemma. Because the issue that we have here is I don't have alignment for either of my two converts. And if I convert his green away, he gets 4 times blue and 3 times brown off the bottom left corner, which is actually technically more mana than if I was just to give him the 4 times purple in the corner. So I'm probably just going to have to take a purple here. I can actually take brown to purple. Which, does that give us better alignment? Not exactly, but I might still do it. Yeah, we'll take brown to purple. He'll give us more Cascade chances. And he'll get a free turn over there. Oh no, but doing that gives him another purple over in the bottom. You know what, I'm just going to take this purple. There we go. He'll get some mana there. I couldn't stop that. So ideally we have convert here. Which I don't believe we do. I can't even give him Skull Distract, actually, because that's extra turn. I can't do it over... oh, yes, I actually can do it over here. So we can do that. We could drop that down for a Skull Distract and hope he doesn't Life and Death. And then now it will hopefully give us a good turn next turn. We are entangled right now, too. But we have Orpheus, so hopefully we'll get that cleanse soon. So I'm going to Skull Distract here. He does not go for it. He does not go for it. Oh, also, one funny thing about this team, we actually have double immune to Death Mark, which is actually anti-life and death. Yeah, an anti-life and death kind of safety thing. So right here, we still are in a bit of a weird situation because I need mana for Zugoff. But I also kind of need to deny Skull. But actually, I don't know. I think Zugoff mana is way more important here. Pretty sure it is. Because we need cleanse anyways. So we'll take purple here. He'll take skull. We did not get cleanse. And this is kind of the turn we'd want to use Zugoff on. We could always wait it out. But we have full mana on everything. Well, everything but hero. So any waiting here is a bit of a waste. And he's just going to get more mana. We can kill out his last slot. We're not going to kill out his first with skulls. But it's almost a good thing just to make sure he doesn't accidentally get a weaver or something else there. Okay, so now we're cleansed. A little light. And we don't have any alignments to really work with. I could take a skull here. Which I believe is the way we're going to go. I can actually take a skull into yellow too with the brown and everything. However, we don't really need all that mana. So I think I'm just going to take it this way. Hope for blue off the sky and hope for skull off the sky. Ideally, we'll get both or either. Oh, we got neither. Unfortunately. So by default, we were getting at least one blue, which is the reason why we took it that way rather than the other way. We have a skull over here now, too. Ideally, we'd have one of our 2 alignments, which we are surprisingly getting like 0 of. It might almost be worth casting it now, just to deny his mana. Though the only issue here is he's going to pressure us with skulls, which makes me kind of want to deny it here. Which I think is exactly what we'll do. Oh, and he still gets a skull, of course. And now he has Weave. And I don't think we have alignment. Somehow we keep not getting alignment. We might just have to sacrifice Hero for the mana. And go for Scurvy here. And then go for... we might go for Life and Death next turn. But we should have almost enough for Zugoff. Or will that actually be enough? With all the Cascades, it's potentially enough. Also, we could Cascade extra turn Skull randomly somewheres. I think it's definitely going to be worth it. So we'll do that. He'll do a thing. We hopefully have alignment. And we do have a little bit. We have 2 4 times. I'm not sure that's enough mana, though, unless we Cascade a 3. If one of those were 5 times, that would definitely be enough. But we definitely have to go for it, regardless. So we'll take that. It is 2 mana short. How awful is that? Also, taking that Doom Skull is not going to be full mana either. And Weaver will end up getting Zugoff kill, which is very bad right now. Which means we basically need extra turn to not die here. Unless we want to try for the Doom Skull convert, which we'd have to take 2 reds for that. And do it before he gets Life and Death operational. Also, him getting Weaver here will probably get him a Web Spinner, almost guarantee, once he gets that kill. The riskiest thing to do here would be to try to get an extra turn while also simultaneously getting 2 blue or purple mana. However, there is no consistent way currently on this board to get either of those 2 manas in a way that would actually extra turn for us. We can take this blue and hope for a bunch of random luck. Triple green and triple skull gets us turn there. What else is there? Taking a skull is only 1 mana for Zugoff. If one of those other ones were blue or purple, it would be enough. But because we're blocked on red, that should only give him 1 mana and not 2 mana. I almost feel like going for that, though. The other alternative would be to go for red. And start working up the Doom weapon. And hope he doesn't get Skull Cascade. Oh, am I not using Banish right now? What am I using right now? I am using... oh yeah, I'm using extra red. Instead of Banish. Because we're using such a heavy red team. But you kind of do need the Banish against Web Spinner. However, that's not really the thing that's making us die here. Actually, what is our total plus red right now? Red Surge is full mana. That changes things slightly. The 2 moves I want to do is either take red or take skull. The benefit of take skull is if we get a giant spider to summon in first slot, that will actually keep us safer than if he gets a web spinner in first slot. Alternatively, we're probably like low enough that anything will kill us anyways. So we could always just opt for taking the red, hope it surges, get convert, and that will at least kill out the web spinner and probably get a good chunk of Orb Weaver. The only big issue with that is Arachnin Weaver would still be alive, and potentially a Web Spinner in last slot would still be alive. The other issue, too, is if I don't take Skull, he actually gets to hit us with Skull. Oh, no, but we have 40% reduction, so we'll barely live. We're going for it. Got it. Okay. Tell me we have alignment. Okay, I think we just won somehow. I'm pretty sure we just won somehow. Good job, AI. Thank you. Thank you for saving us. How did this even happen? Okay, what's the most strategic way of taking this? I don't want to overkill, so I'm actually not going to take that yellow. The main reason I'm not going to take that yellow is the Cascade that's going to come from it is actually going to be good. And we'll probably be able to get another Skull follow-up in this area. Because if I take this yellow over, it's going to chain all these blues together, and I actually don't want that to happen. I want to keep some of them on the board so we can follow up immediately. So what we do here is we convert with this. And that's exactly why I wanted it there. Unfortunately, he got a Weaver summon, which makes it so I cannot kill him right now. However, if we get lucky enough, we can kill him right now. Pure luck. Go. Good. Success! See, +1 red helped. We wouldn't have won if we didn't have +1 red there. See, +1 red still works against Orb Weaver. Though that's a really specific situation. We would have lost if we did not have +1 red there. So that's my verdict on +1 red compared to this spell. And there we go. There's Alicenia. Not sure if she's still here, but she was here earlier. She's running for... Oh, no. It's a Ferocity team. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's really high damage. That needs to die immediately. And we have the book, interestingly enough. The one that creates a mixture of skulls and red. I personally don't find these to be too good. They remind me of like what's her name was prior to getting buff. They remind me of the amount of gem spawn that what's her name? It reminds me a lot of Wild Queen before she got buffed. But yeah, it creates a mix of 6 red gems and skulls for every red enemy. Oh wait, never mind. That actually would be a total number higher then against a pure color. Because what is that total? That's 24. Never mind. That actually is in line with what with Wild Queen. Never mind. Only assuming you're up against a pure color team. Yeah, so that could get slightly in the way. Has a little bit of scatter. It doesn't have any of the other effects since it isn't max, though. We have Tape On immediately, which is going to do brown to red. Which actually isn't that big a deal, because I don't believe we're using brown in any way, shape, or form. Because not a single thing on my team is really utilizing that aspect. And he also has blue to red. And we have red to blue. So we can actually inverse his convert, depending on how it goes. Oh, wait, never mind. We don't have red to blue. The other one had red to blue on the other battle. That's weird. Creating red? I guess to try to burst up ferocity in the other thing. But if that misses, we basically auto-win. If we can get Fist Mate to miss, we won. But yeah, it has double convert to red. So all I need to do is bait out both the 2 converts, and we should be fine. Starting board really determines what happens this battle. So we'll give it a shot. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do we need immunities? I don't think we need immunity. Do you have Entangle at start? Yeah, we do still need immunity. That's the only thing I'm using immunity for, though, is try to get rid of Entangle. I think it's still worth it, though, to get rid of Entangle quickly. Rather than having slightly higher stats. Okay, so ideally we get a good starting board. And wow, did we get a good starting board. I think we just won already. We don't have explosions or anything, right? Okay, let's move that. Unfortunately, we didn't get first turn Orpheus to kill that out. Because that is actually possible on very first turn to get rid of that. So we do have Convert here. However, it's kind of a waste, isn't it? Well, I guess we could try Cascading there, but we kind of already have it. Is it a waste? No, because we get a follow-up Convert, don't we? No, we don't. Yes, we do. No. Oh, no. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it to waste a Convert here. But then again, is he using anything with green? No, none of these things do green. So I'm probably going to want to take blue here. Then take another blue. And see where that leaves our red situation. Let's see. We'll take that down. Okay. So he has, what's his 2 again? He has blue to red. Oh. And he has, brown to red. Oh, so I don't have a way of taking red right now, surprisingly. Oh, I actually have to just yellow to blue right now. Just for setup. And for the Death Mark chance. But yeah, we don't have anything else. We're going to have to go for that then. Nice extra turn there. The other one's not going to be able to land, though. Not for extra turn anyways. I think our best bet now is just to take a red. And hope he uses Tape On instead of the other one. Because I believe the other guy still has alignment, right? Blue to red? Yeah, he has really high alignment. I can't really stop it, though, with how much we're creating. But as long as this surges, we won. Oh, it didn't surge. Rip. Good, he casted the right one. Or the one we wanted him to cast. So that's match. That should be match. We get to convert away our own blues so he doesn't have it. That gives us Ugoff. It's a pretty interesting team, though. But I believe we won. Do we have alignment again? No. I wish we did. That'd be very convenient. Actually, we can go grab it. We're not frozen on anything. We could do yellow to blue, right? Yeah, we'll do that. I don't need it for the mana, but I need it for the alignment on this. Which we somehow still do not have. Not sure how. Do we seriously not have alignment right now on blue to Doomskull? I don't believe we do, so move that over. Also, how are you not dead? Oh, duh, because we, Oh, I might need to go and kill it directly then. Whoops. That might be a thing we need to go do. I forgot we're still entangled. So unless we're doing a blue to Doomskull, that's not going to be enough damage to kill. So we'll go Zug off of that out of safety's sake then. And ideally we have blue to Doomskull alignment, which we actually don't, but so much mana it might still be worth going for. Okay, and now we're cleansed, and blue to Doomskull's kill there. There we go. Let's match. There we go. Victory! It almost got us. If it didn't cast Tape On there and went for the other one, that would have been a bit scarier of a situation. But luckily it went for Tape On. Good old AI. And 9,550, basically. There we go. And that leaves our final score at... Hey, I told you we were basically rank 2. I mentioned that on, like, Thursday or Wednesday, because we're up against, like, the rank 2 team at the time, and it's like, wait, we're actually beating them right now. So, yes, we actually did make rank 2, most likely. It's still hard to tell, because all the battles aren't in yet, and, again, there's no way to actually tell how many battles each guild has. But, yeah, if we maintain 2 or 3, we will move up 1 bracket. So, it looks like at this point we have a pretty good chance of that happening. So, we'll be bracket 4 next week. And, yeah, nice. And other than that, unfortunately, it didn't make first place in the bracket. Actually, was that the #1 guild? Yeah, La Phoenix is the #1 in our current bracket. We got to fight them today. Let's see, which one won? Yeah, they definitely won. They won. But, that's not too far off on points by the time we get all of our battles in. But, we'll still definitely be behind for the week. Well, it looks like we'll make a solid 2nd or 3rd. There we go. Anyways, how did we do on Paragon? We unfortunately lost once yesterday. So we got a 55,434. There's only one person who was within striking range of beating our points. Did we win? They got double loss today. Look at that. Perfect 5 zeros and then unfortunately taking a double loss. It happens. Let's see. What is that? 457? Oh, we won. We got Paragon again. We did it. We got another Paragon. Is this our 2nd or 3rd Paragon in a row? I think my high streak was 4 or 5 Paragons in a row. I can't remember. But it was either 4 or 5. But there we go. We got 2 Paragons in a row, I believe. Nice. Because I believe we are Paragon again with 55,434. Yeah, Hicks came really close. If it wasn't for that final day. Because perfect score up until that point. And really high scores, too. It was like 9,500 plus for most of those. And then unfortunately taking a double loss. We took our loss yesterday. There we go. Paragon again. Which is good because we get to see nice defend data. Also, here's our defend team data for the week, by the way. Though sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Here's my Guild War defend data. So we got 115 for this team. We got 218 for the web spinner life and death team. Which for how annoying it is, you'd kind of think it would be higher. But how much people mention it. Rope Dart actually I believe was the highest. The Rope Dart Divine Spell Equivalent. Oddly enough, an Assassin. Sometimes it goes like no wins. This time it went pretty high. Might have been because of the guild we were up against. Because Mean Machine might have been low down. Yeah, Mean Machine was 2nd to last, so that could have had some effect on its win rate as well. But standard Yagwe Queen of Tanya had a 111. The best team of the week was Rope Dart, Divine Spell Equivalent combo. Very common team. This is a little bit of a less common way of using it with Assassin. However, I like the Assassin build version of it. It's really high risk, high reward, where the AI will either do one of two things. It'll either win instantly or lose instantly. There is no in between. So that's kind of like the whole premise with that, is to try to hope that it hits the win. And apparently it did this time 4 times. Here's a relatively standard defend truffle team, since you're not allowed to use double truffle. And here's a team I meant to revamp but never did, but it actually went 214, so I guess it didn't do too bad. This is a Glaceon anti-red kind of team with a Frost Mage in there. This I probably will revamp for next Guild War, I do believe, even though it did have a rather average, decent score for this time. But I believe that is one I do want to tweak. I actually meant to, but completely forgot to. I think it was mostly because I was playing Animal Crossing all last night. And that was one of the things I meant to do, and just it completely slipped my mind to revamp this team. Could have done it last night's stream too, and just kind of slipped my mind at the time. But it's fine. It went 214. Also, the defend team doesn't make too huge of a difference. Obviously, you still want to set strong stuff and unique things for each. But obviously, your offensive team means a lot more than your defend teams, since you need to be able to consistently win, and ideally for a high score. There we go. That's Guild War for the week. Unfortunately, we are not done with invasions, though, because we have so many people not playing in my guild. I'm not sure if people are doing packs right now in my guild to help get it all the way, but hopefully so. I'm not sure what the coordination is on that right now, but I do notice this entire stream that's been going up, so hopefully someone is doing something for it. But yeah, we're quite a few points short. Hopefully someone who hasn't done their battles yet will get them in. Looks like Michael started doing his things because he was at 0 earlier. So yeah, everyone who's in my guild, if you haven't done your battles, go do some battles. Okay, let's go do our battles. Let's go get our 4, and I've still been using the same team. Just a Ward Breaker quick kill. Just a nice little quick kill. What is the fastest gold farming method, and what requirements do they need? I believe the quickest gold farming method requires 2 Cedrics, and it is Cedric Egg Thief Scouting Key, and it used specifically in Explore 12. And Explore 12 that doesn't have anything annoying like Revive and Power or anything that would really slow you down, or Spell Reduction or anything like that. Anything that meets all that criteria is a pretty decent spot to go and do it in. And do it on Explore 12 gives, I believe, about 400,000 gold per hour, around there. Did I show the spoilers? Yes, we went over a little bit of spoilers earlier. We had this image. The spoiler image. The image of spoiling. This is the only info we have currently until tomorrow night. And by tomorrow night, I mean Tuesday night. The devs will be going over tomorrow night, but it's after my stream, so I'll be going over it on Tuesday night. Hopefully we'll have patch by Tuesday night too, who knows. There is a possibility we have the patch on Tuesday, though no confirmation. But it's definitely sometime after Monday night and before the 19th. Or I should say before the 20th, which theoretically means it could be the 19th. But yeah, there's this image. So we got the 5.0 update of campaigns. This is the biggest feature being added in next patch. Join the seasonal events, so the last seasonally, as they shape the event world of Kristara. So these have a bunch of lore over to the side, over to the left. One of the main premises of this game mode, or not necessarily game mode is a weird way of describing it. But basically, the main thing that this tries to do within the game is probably try to change the meta over time. The biggest thing that this will do is make it so the meta never really gets stale at any certain location. Things will still be used very commonly. Like anything that's strong now will still be strong next patch, unless they nerf some troops. We still don't know what troop balance will be. But assuming no troops are really reworked overly drastically, like what is used now would still work next patch, like every single instance of it. However, over time, various things will become less and more viable, depending on relative factors related to the events that could end up changing up what is actually good at any given moment in time. It's going to be rather interesting because unlike normally, where everything pretty much stays the same consistency of good or bad, with this new kind of functionality, it will start changing over time, making some things that are good slightly less good, and some things that are bad, who knows, maybe slightly better. But for most part, anything that's good will remain good, anything that is bad will remain bad. But there will be a few kind of exceptions to that over time due to some of these factors. As you can see here, we have daily, or not daily, but weekly tasks, as you can tell by the lower chapter number. It's on chapter 1. It says chapter 2 in like 6 days, something. With that, eventually, going onto the next chapter, you have a bunch of tasks that you can end up doing. These tasks will give you things. As you can see, there's a new currency of stars. It's not really a currency, but more so like a thing that unlocks things in a way. You can also see the campaign pass thingy and like the elite pass and all that. They will have a pass system for it, so that'll be slightly unfortunate. All the passes are money only as well, other than obviously the free one. However, nothing is item blocked, so there is not a single drop within it that is not obtainable by other means. So yeah, you won't really need to worry too much, like if you don't want to spend money on it, because there's no actual unique drops that are that you will be getting from these passes or anything. There are some benefits to them, however, none of them are unique, and every single thing that you can get from them, pretty much, are either things that already exist within the game, or you'll be able to get it at a later time. And it's not that much of a later time either. Like, it's pretty recent. Other than that, as you can see, there's some kind of artifact there. That's actually a really big new feature of next patch. I've made very, very little mention as far as what it actually does. It does many things. Even if I start explaining it, it's a really complicated thing to actually explain, because it does a lot of things. And that's the main meta-changing thing, is the artifact itself. As you can see, it's at level 0, and it does level up over time based on something. But, yes, it's pretty interesting. It's both good and bad for the game, but it'll be interesting to see how that really pans out, because that's probably the most like, out of anything that's going to impact next patch, the artifact is probably the biggest impact out of anything in next patch. Be interesting to see how it pans out. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I can mention from that screenshot. I will have more info soon. Obviously that's pretty vague, but we'll have very, very strong specifics soon, TM, when we can actually disclose them soon. But yeah, they're doing the preview thingy tomorrow night, and then their Tuesday night I'll be discussing it in depth, and we'll be able to spoil every last thing starting next patch. I mean, starting on Tuesday. Who knows? Next Tuesday could be next patch, though. No official date yet. But Yeah, we'll have more info soon. Anyways, that's all that. Let's go do invasions. Let's get a ward breaker down. Obviously, you can just spam the invasion troop. That's the easiest way to do this event. However, I'm doing the ward breaker method. If you have a ward breaker and you're just doing the tier 3 battles, I feel like ward breaker is much quicker. When will they do the preview? It's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It is right after my stream tomorrow. So we normally start streaming at around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we normally go for about an hour, hour and a half or so, and that's pretty much the exact time they stream. Like almost this time tomorrow is when they stream it. Like 15 minutes later, 15 minutes from now tomorrow is when they will be going over the preview thingy. And I'll be going over it the following day at our normal nightly stream on Tuesday. Yeah, it's pretty much 24 hours from now. A little bit later than that. No new news on new delves. Nothing really to mention with that. This next patch is doing very, very little to delves. However, there is some stuff in next patch that technically does affect delves. But it's definitely not a main feature in the patch. Oh, you mean the next delve? Next delve is for Drock Zoom. Last I recall. It should be for Drock Zoom. As far as other info, I think all the troops are still to be determined. So we won't know until next patch hits what they actually are specifically. But last I recall, Drock Zoom is the next faction in a couple weeks. One nice thing about Ward Breaker's AoE into the thing. If they have barrier on first slot, his destroys actually take effect prior to his explosion. I mean, his explosion takes effect prior to his damage, which means if they have barrier on first slot, your explosion skull will actually get rid of their barrier prior to you doing your full AoE damage, which allowed us to still do damage even though it had barrier there, because the order in which it does everything allows us to do so, which is a nice feature of him. It's one of the few good things Ward Breaker has going for him. Ward Breaker overall is generally not worth using, but there are a few instances where it is okay to bring out, and this is one of those instances. It's definitely not a high priority mythic. A lot of dragons in the game are pretty underwhelming in the current state of the game, unfortunately. Yes, Ward Breaker is theoretically possible to get right now off of these packs. It's not advised to mass buy these just to get them. However, it is technically possible that when you get 4 random invasion troops, or 6, or 8, or 2, every single one of these that says invasion troops here have a chance of being a Ward Breaker. It's a really small chance, but it is theoretically possible to get a Ward Breaker from it. It's statistically extremely low chance, but it is technically possible that you would, or could get a Ward Breaker from it. Though it is very likely you would not, even if you spent thousands of gems, so don't bother going out of your way for it. But if you get lucky, it is technically possible to get lucky on it. You get a free Ward Breaker this week from doing the event, if you buy a few packs. Should buy at least a tier 3 to get the weapon, and then just kind of hope you get a random Ward Breaker along the way. And if you don't, just don't go any further. Tier 3 is a good stopping point for this event, especially if you already have the invasion troop maxed, which a lot of people probably do since it's been out for quite a while. I think it's been out for almost a year now. So plenty of time to have gotten it maxed. Oh good, another Valraven Tower. Need those sigils. We're running really tight on points in the guild right now for getting it completed, because all the people not doing the events. Yeah, we're really tight on points. We still need another 350. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get it done before the end of the day. We still got, what is that, 6 hours? Yeah, we got about 6 hours, a little bit less. You figure out someone who's going to go a little bit further. If I see someone going really far with it, I'll probably gift them some gems for helping us get the orb. So if anyone in my guild wants to do that, I'll probably give gems to whoever the absolute highest point is. And if there's 2 people that are close, I might just give it to both. A couple of them. Probably won't be enough to cover how much you actually expend, though. But I can definitely give some. I think I have 10 gifts right now. I could give a few of them. Could do like 2 and 1. 2 to the whoever gets the most, and 1 to second highest. Depends how far apart they are, or if it's very close. We'll get a War Breaker down. We should be able to get it done before the time, even though we had like 4 or 5 people not do it. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot more weekend events soon. Soon, TM. It's one byproduct of next patch. How specifically, I won't mention. But it's definitely a byproduct, which we already knew. They explained in the past that's going to be a thing. But this is the patch where it starts becoming a thing. But we're going to be seeing a lot more of them soon. Weekend guild events. I know it's not related to the new feature. Let's see. It's just them simply moving like invasions and raids and stuff like that to weekends. Which of course invasions already is on weekends, as we are right now. But it was already mentioned in the past that they were going to do that. So it's not a spoiler of anything. So I believe this is the end of the line. Wasn't this our last sigil? How unfortunate. I don't know. Do I buy another pack to help out the guild? I might need to be honest. I'll see how high the points are later tonight. And if it's if we're still somehow not there in like 2-3 hours, I might have to. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, that's what I thought 140 is how many you would get up to. So these are the people that did bare minimum. So anyone below me didn't do all their battles. I mean, we still have a 0, gosh. But anyone who is below me did not do minimum, basically. Because bare minimum is tier 3 all battles. Unless they miss like a Valraven or something, which I guess could technically happen. But, yeah, this would be like bare minimum for tier 3. If you just did all the battles off of tier 3. Oh, we actually have a double tie for 240 right now. I assume that's one of the packs. But we'll see how things are later tonight and figure that out then in another hour or 2 or 3. Definitely want to try going for it. We're so close. Gotta get that orb. We just have so many zeros that are holding us back. As well as one that I had to kick. Also, if anyone wants to join the guild, we got 1 spot left. If anyone can do 1.5 million plus gold per week, because we will be increasing guild requirement to 1.5 million. Need to start weeding out the guild slightly. Because we have a lot of people slacking, as you can see. And we're not even getting invasion done. But, yeah, if anyone wants to join the guild, let me know. Still got 1 spot left, and we'll probably have a few in the near future. Because I think we'll probably lose a few that can't do the 1.5 million once next patch starts. Which will be our new requirements. Which is pretty much what a lot of people in the guild have already been doing. Like I always do, around 2 million or so on average each time. Some people do like multiple millions. So 1.5 million just makes it so people who do like 5 million and stuff actually get compensated more for actually doing that much. But anyways, let's go and... let's go run some Explore 12, I guess. Go run the thing. Run it with seasons. Oh, wait, never mind. I need to go run the dailies. We haven't done that yet. Let me go do that. Oops. So many guild events that I forgot to go do the quick kill on daily. Let's just run initials all across the line. Just kill it out with Phoenicia. But yeah, definitely don't forget to do dailies today. Gosh, Imperials. You do not want to miss out on Imperials. Imperials seem to be getting rarer and rarer. Because, like, almost all the Imperials you ever get in the game are purely luck-based off of Adventure Board. So whenever one comes, it's pretty nice, because they're the main currency used, basically, to upgrade in Kingdoms. Not even so much the color scrolls. It's mostly the Imperials these days that are, I feel like, are needed more than almost anything else. The Imperials in order to progress 15-star Kingdoms. I wish they were a little bit more consistent, like 1 Imperial guarantee per week or something. Like, if they did on one of the guild tasks. Like, isn't there one that... Well, actually, none of them really have deeds. But, like, if you get all of the guild tasks done, you get it, like, in a free Imperial or something. Like, something like that would be cool. Just to give, like, a guarantee Imperial per week. To kind of help the progression system. Because you can go, like... We can go, like, a week, 2 weeks. And get unlucky enough to not get a single Imperial in that time. There's no consistent method to gaining Imperials. Other than, I guess, saving diamonds and then creating one. However, the rate at which that can be done is, I believe, only 1 per month. which is obviously really slow. Wait until you need a Book of Imperials for an upgrade. They did mention that eventually kingdoms will go to 20 star for their level. Currently, they only go to 15 level. However, they have made mention that they will eventually raise it to 20. Similarly, star levels based on coloration, even though they haven't... well, they made mention of this, but they didn't actually say what they would raise it up to. But based on coloration, they will also raise kingdom level to... or the star level, the power level of a kingdom, from 20 to 30. And the kingdom level itself will be raised from 15 to 20. When this will happen, we don't currently know. I know it is not next patch. But it will happen at some point. Power level to 20 to 30, and kingdom level from 15 to 20. Whereas currently they cap at 15 and 20 right now, of course. Did I go over next week's events? Maybe you missed whilst you were putting in a AC. Oh! I never did go over them this stream, did I? I was distracted by other things to the point where I never even brought it up on screen. I never even set it up at the beginning of the stream. I'd actually completely slipped my mind with everything else. My bad. Yeah, I never went over it. Let me go over it real quick. So, things that are coming out next week. One of them is maybe the patch. So that's a thing. Yeah, I never brought them up. My bad. Let me go do that. Let's see. Let me go bring them all. Gotta go hunt them down. Let's see. gemsofwar.com. Let's go to the forum one first. Forum. I'll be watching you. That should be the right one, right? Yes, that's the right one. So, the ultra rare that we are getting next week in Glory, so you'll be able to buy this for 300 Glory. It is the Arachnin Watcher. It gains 22 life, boosted by webbed enemies at a boost ratio that we don't currently know. Why will you always not post the boost ratio here? Got to go to a different website just to figure out what your boost ratio is. His boost ratio is of 6 times. So there's a 6 times boost ratio, as you can see right there. So he gains 22 life, boosted by webbed enemies by 6 times. So every single additional web is 6 additional life. And then all other allies, give all other allies 1/4 of their mana. That's a weird amount. It gets to web when doing skull damage. Has that dark ancestry thing that a lot of Zolkari elves have. Actually, I believe all of them do, except the yeah, actually, I believe all of them do. Except for Weaver. Weaver's the only exception because it's impervious instead. And it reduces the damage from skulls by 40% with holy armor. So overall, pretty useless troop that you're never, ever going to use. So that's the thing. If nothing else, you can stock up on brown, purple arcanes. In other news, other things that are happening next week is maybe next patch. Let's see, nothing else happening there. So the only other thing would be whatever's under here. So, other things that are happening. For, let's see. We got Tower of Doom, of course, on Monday. We have that rolling around. For Tuesday, we're going to be having a faction for Amethrex, which is the one that Truffle's from. On Wednesday, we will be having Lucky, which is the EXP pet, which gives a little bit of EXP if you haven't already gotten it maxed. Thursday, we'll be having the class for Orb Weaver, which obviously is a really insanely good hero class. Highly advised to get that maxed. Don't waste gems for it, however, it's definitely a really good hero class, so make sure to get some EXP for it if you don't already have it maxed, at least from the free battles if nothing else. And on Friday, we are going to be getting a... Wait, we have Bounty next Friday? Isn't Parrot an already existing troop? That threw me off, but yeah, we do have Bounty. And it's with an already existing bounty troop. That's weird. I think this is the first bounty hunter where the bounty captain is one that already exists. Now this begs the question. Is it actually worth doing bounty hunter next time then? Since we're not getting a new maxed bounty troop. I think this is the first bounty ever where we're getting a repeat bounty troop. What do you think about that? Yeah, unless that's being changed between, like, from a patch coming in. That's going to be changing it. I believe that is the first ever time we're getting a repeat bounty. Which makes it a lot less desirable to actually go and get it. I don't know. We'll have to think that over. it might actually be a good idea to not do next bounty. Like, obviously do it for the free ones, but you don't need the troop max because you're already going to have it. I don't know. We'll have to see. If nothing else, at least we don't need to use a blue orb if you do go for it. Because you could do it with, like, tier 3, couldn't you? You could probably do that with tier 3. Like, tier 3 or tier 4. Never mind. You would probably still do it, but you could do it for way cheaper. Because tier 3 would almost be enough battles. It might take you all the way till Sunday. But tier 4 I know for sure would be enough. But you might be able to do it with tier 3. I'm going to buy to tier 3, do the event, and see how it goes, using the 4 times the entire time. But yeah, you might be able to do it with tier 3. I know for sure you could do it with tier 4, 100%. I'm not sure about tier 3, though. We'll have to see. But, yeah, that's going to make things a lot easier. And a lot cheaper overall. So that's actually kind of cool, then. But yeah, I forgot. You wouldn't actually need all those extra sigils, then. Because you would normally need it to get the troop max, but you don't need it this time. No, we will still be getting more bounty hunter troops coming. However, theoretically, there are several bounty hunter troops, including Parrot, that has never had a bounty hunter event. So it is possible that they're going to give every single one of these bounty hunter troops an event. Because there are 4 to 5 bounty troops, maybe 6, that I don't believe have ever had an event, and Parrot is one of them. They were the bounty hunter troops that basically were just started in the game, but at no point had an event for them. So that might be what they're doing now, is they'll go and revisit a couple of them with a bounty hunter event, the ones that never have had one. They might already exist in the game, but they never specifically had one. Because obviously, when Bounty Hunter first came out, they needed bounty troops to populate the system, because obviously you needed at least 4 bounty troops to use on a team. So they had to already have some bounty troops added to the game, and these bounty troops never had an event. Also, Parrot was not one of them, though. Parrot was added at a later time, wasn't it? So never mind, this was actually one that did have an event. What am I saying? Yeah, Parrot... Yeah, you do need to have them all at Mythic, though, for it to work. So you would need to already have Parrot Mythic. But yeah, you would, to be able to do it at tier 4, you would definitely need all of them at Mythic. Especially tier 3. I'm pretty sure it requires at least tier 4. I might buy tier 3 just to see. But I'm almost guarantee you need tier 4 to actually do it. I don't think tier 3 is enough. It'll be ever so slightly lower points. I might even buy tier 4 initially, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, yeah. That's the other thing that's going to be happening then. Nice little bounty of a troop that we already have. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it makes the event cheaper. It's only bad in the sense that we're just not getting a new troop. Anyways, let's finish these out before I forget. Definitely don't want to mess out in these. Alright, I've never handed out the final code. Let me go do that. The almighty final code. Because Salty's not giving me more, apparently, for whatever reason. Salty! It's going to be hard to get in contact with her tonight too, tomorrow night, too, because of the spoiler stuff. Alright, let me go put this in. Code time. Oh, this is our final code if Salty doesn't give us more. At least for a little bit. Hopefully we'll have them tomorrow night, though. But this is the last code I have. Unless I still have some big codes. Which we will give out a big code if I still have any left for 5.0. However, I highly doubt it's coming out tomorrow night. But there you guys go. There's a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is found underneath the bottom left of the settings menu. Whatever your game says right over there is what you put in. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same orders always 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Unusable on PC mobile version. Let's see. What do we need here? Let's grab Phoenicia. Dead. You still use Troll Truffle Team for 12? You could get away with that. I find it to be personally a little bit slow compared to a couple other options, but definitely would work as long as the kingdom doesn't have Submerge. And even if it does, you can use the Spell Hero. Yeah, after doing Bounty Hunter a couple times, you tend to have every single Bounty Hunter troop after that. Troop maxed. I guess that's getting slightly harder to do just because there's so many different bounties in the drop table. So I guess it becomes increasingly harder to actually get them all maxed. But normally it only takes probably, I would say, a couple months of events to get them close to max. Maybe a little bit longer. Depends how much you're actually buying into them. or how many gold keys and stuff that you're actually opening. Okay, let me go clear out dungeons. And then we'll go mess around with a little bit of token farming. What team is that, Corey? Also, don't forget to go claim your diamonds for today using the 50 gems. It is always worth it every Sunday to throw 50 gems at it. Really good value. Like above? Oh, you already posted it. Let's see. Gorgotha, Thrall, Crescent, and Ubistet? Hope's Crescent. I forget which one that is exactly. I need to go double check. Yeah, Ubistet can still double kill to double kill. It's kind of like the other way to run Scorpius. Just in a different way, where you double. The double. It's a lot safer with the Gorgotha too, so you don't accidentally lose when you're chasing 20%. Let's go grab our stuff, including our redeem code. And hopefully someone throughout this weekend, with all the redeem codes we handed out, hopefully got a mythic from it. We handed out enough codes with enough claims that someone should theoretically have gotten the mythic, assuming all keys were open, though some people might still be hoarding it, like if they already got the mythic. Also, come on, we're 1 gem off. We are 1 gem off from 19,000. Gold keys go. Give me a gem. Really? No gem? There we go. We got our gems. Gosh, 6 gems. There we go. We now have over 19,000 gems. We're almost repaired back to 20,000. But it's going to go down a little bit for Bounty Hunter. But only a little bit. Well, technically it's going to go down for Tower of Doom too. However, we get enough from their guild for the week that it's not really going to move much. Alright, let me go see what that one team is. What do I write over? I'll do it over to hero class. We don't need this anymore. What was it again? Gorgotha. Thrall. Hope's Crescent and Ubistet. I haven't used Ubistet much lately. And Hope's Crescent. Which is that one that I believe does more if they have a higher HP than you. Alright, and let's go mess around with this. Change our banner accordingly. Yeah, we should be good to go. Where's our 20%? There it is, Magrim Woods. So I believe I have every kingdom at Explore 12 now, so we don't need to worry about it anymore. Should be at that point. So we can basically choose what we kill. I should probably should have went for the Empower one. But he was already gotten his ability out anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, I should have taken that skull. We get our double kill there. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter as well. Because the thing was already be dead. Then he hopes Crescent again. Ubistet again. And it'll be dead. Assuming the kingdom has no revives. And then you just rinse and repeat. But yeah, we find somewhat similar in the past. Hope's Crescent's a pretty good option for it because I believe it's actually in kill range of everything. Regardless of what hero class you use, as long as you're using a half mana start hero class. So we did that to get Ubistet up. And then kill whatever biggest threat is. We can then Ubistet the following turn. That just guarantees what we target, whatever we hit with Hope's Crescent on. We would generally not want to hit first slot though, because we want to make sure we don't accidentally kill him with a skull. Otherwise, that makes Ubistet not kill. So you almost always hit not first slot with Hope's Crescent. Plus, their first slot's likely to be targeted anyways, due to if you hit any skull damage. If you hit even one skull, their first slot would be the second weakest, with Hope's Crescent being the weakest. The thing that gets hit by Hope's Crescent. A little bit slow of a mana start sometimes, though. If you don't get a starting purple, you don't have any Empower to get mana going. It's really dependent on a purple start. Otherwise, you gotta manually get Gorgultha all the way to full mana. It is extremely dependent on this purple. That's why I set all my mana into purple, to guarantee that we get a guarantee throw from a single purple, to get things rolling quicker. In case we only have one purple on the entire board, just to make sure it doesn't fail. However, you do need at least one purple to get it going. Otherwise, it goes very slow, as most Thrall teams tend to be. Especially when they don't run with Empower. It's one of the reasons why you see me running Thrall Leprechaun quite often. Oh, why'd I do that? Wrong order. That won't be the first or last time I ever do something like that. I do that a lot with Urskia's Shield to Rowan, where I forget to cast the Urskia's Shield, and then the Rowan just flops with damage. Yeah, it definitely works. I don't feel like I would use this personally, though, even though it's insanely good. Mostly because I don't care for the playstyle as much, but definitely works. I almost always like going with Empower. I almost never not go Empower these days. Just because I like the higher consistency that it has. Oh, there's another green I could have taken. It's not going to matter. We're still going to have full mana. What will matter, though, is if he gets a Spirit Fox on us. And that's why you don't put the Hope's Crescent onto first slot. Otherwise, that burst damage would have killed the Ubistet double. Which will make him do less damage if you can't actually get a kill. Do I have any idea what that is? What is? You don't have a lot of souls, so you used to delete extra troops for souls. Someone at your guild said they're going to add something new to Soulforge, so we should stop deleting troops. I don't believe they are. I don't believe anything is being added to it. That you would need to save troops for. I still do it just because. But I don't believe there's anything next patch where something like troops are going or where troops are going to be needed for something. Unless I missed something from next patch, but I don't believe there's anything that has that functionality. Where you would need troop copies for something. I even made mention in the past that they were likely intending to never do something like that compared to other systems. And they still have yet to do it since. I still keep all my copies though, just in case, because you never know. Also because the disenchanting system has never been updated since pretty much the game started. They made it slightly more efficient to do. But aside from the actual loot that you get, it's never been updated since day one of the game. And this makes it so it's really bad value to even bother disenchanting. So I just keep all my troops just in case. Yeah, no problem. If anyone else has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be calling it a night soon. So at this point, I might as well just Hope's Crescent into his skull. Oh, or that kills. Okay. Or that'll be enough damage just to kill it outright. Come on, give us a Nisha. This will probably be our final chest. Give us a Nisha, go. Nisha? Ah, triple. Oh, at least we got triple. Triple Orpheus. Right into a Metal of Orpheus. Nice. Ah, there we go. But yeah, don't forget to go finish up the events. I'll be keeping an eye on my guild invasion and helping them out if we need. Though we're getting closer, so someone seems to be pushing a little bit. That or people are just doing their battles. But yeah, we're almost there. We just need another 250. Come on, guild. We're so close. Let's get that power orb. I mean, that major orb, I wish that was a power orb. That major orb in the title. But we're almost there. I might buy one more pack if we really, really need to. Ideally not. But that's like 9 battles. 9 battles comes out to, what is that? 9 battle times 4 is 36. That would be 36 more points for 250 gems. A little pricey, but if we need to get a power orb, it's worth it. Hello, Donnie! Any site you can go to see what 5.0 has to offer? The Gems of War forum has a spoiler thread on it. This time tomorrow, the devs will be going over it. And 2 streams from now, not Monday, but Tuesday night, we will be going over it on my stream. But this time tomorrow, the devs will be going over next patch on their stream. They will be mentioning basically everything with it. So that's probably your best bet at this point. If you're patient enough to wait one more day. Because they will be going over literally everything. With visuals and all that good stuff. With, well, not really visuals, but, you know, they'll be in-game messing around with it. They used to do really cool preview videos, but they don't do those anymore. They did that up to, like, version 2 or something. They did up to the point when Mythics came out. And after Mythics came out, I don't think they ever did a preview video since. I really wish they would. They were pretty cool videos. But yeah, we'll be covering, speaking of videos, we'll be covering the event stuff very soon. Everything related to the next event week. And I'm also going to have some videos coming up about teams prior to next patch, as well as some teams probably a little bit after next patch for some meta shifting stuff that will be happening in a little bit. Also, we'll know what all the troop balance is by then. But there are some teams I did want to go over prior to that, which we'll be covering very, very soon because we need to get done before next patch. Let's see. You're prepping yourself to be disappointed. Haha. That's a good way to go into it. Oh, yeah, it will be on Twitch. They won't be doing on YouTube. All my streams are on YouTube, but they stream on Twitch. They only stream on Twitch on Monday nights, unless they're doing some kind of other stream. But they'll be doing a preview stream for next patch tomorrow night. But yeah, they stream on Twitch. I'll have the link at the end of tomorrow night's video or stream. When we do stream tomorrow night at the same time as always, we'll be off by this time, and we'll have the link to go to their stream on Twitch. And yeah, then we get to go see all the spoiler stuff. I already know everything that's in it. But it'll be a nice refresher in case I forgot about something. Because I haven't actually played the beta for a couple weeks now. I did a lot at the beginning, but then just didn't. But yeah, I got to see a lot of it initially. And we'll all be able to see it tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay safe out there. And yeah, we'll have the event video up as soon as we possibly can get it out. See you guys soon. Best of luck with everything. Don't forget the Mythic's still on drop table too. So you still have till Friday reset all the way till the end of Thursday to get that. And don't forget to go grab your diamonds for today. Don't forget to go finish out Invasions and Guild Wars. And I will catch you guys soon. Good night, everyone.